Hello and welcome. My name is Calliope. Please come take a seat. Come get comfortable. How are you doing today? Okay, well, I hope I can make your day just a little bit better. Would you mind just confirming your name for me? Okay, just want to make sure I have the right person. Just jot that down. Excellent. So today you are here for your first iridology appointment. So do you know exactly what iridology is and what we're going to do today? Okay, I can explain it to you if you'd like. Sure, let me put this down. So sometimes it's a little easier to show my clients than it is to just tell them. So I have a little tablet here and I'm just going to flip this open and I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're doing. So iridology, I-R-I-D-O-L-O-G-Y, is a highly technical, highly scientific medical science in which one looks for signs of distress or disease in the irises of the eyes, which gives it the name iridology. So by taking a look at each of your absolutely gorgeous eyes here, very exquisite, I will be able to look and see if there is perhaps anything wrong going on in your body. So it almost works like reflexology, if you've heard that before, or auriculotherapy, in which one can sense if there is something wrong in the body by pushing on different points in the body, right? So let me go ahead and show you this image here. Let me see, can I turn it? I can. Excellent. So this is an iridology chart. And here you can see the right iris and the left iris. So for example, we have over here on the right iris, these areas are controlling more of the throat area. You have your tonsils, your larynx, thyroid, voice box, esophagus, so on and so forth. We go down a bit. This tells us about the spine, the upper, middle, and lower. You have the kidney right there, liver over here, just about all the way around, save for the very top portion, is the skin condition, or skin circulation rather. You have things like the lungs over here. Let's see. Cerebellum. You have the colon and small intestine, the stomach lining. So all these different little areas is what I'm going to look for in your eyes. So, and here on the left side here, we also have a lot of those same areas like the spleen, the ribs and whatnot, your eyes, your jaw, your nose, all these different little bits here. So, but there are certain areas in the body that can only be looked at one eye or the other, and most things show up in both. So I'm going to be taking a look at all of these different areas of your eye, all of these different bits. Let me go ahead and just stash that away. Excellent. Very good. So that's just a titch of information about iridology. So I will use a light, I will use a sort of a magnifying glass. I'm actually going to be using an otoscope, as it's easy to just flip on the light and take a look around. So simple and easy for me. And I'm just going to write down everything that I see, everything that I note on this little paper here, which I can then interpret later on and send you a little printout about everything I find. So iridology does not diagnose anything that I may see that would trouble me or concern me, then I would recommend that you go to your physician, your GP, whomever you may see, to just take a look at that, check up on it a bit. So before we get started, I'm just going to sanitize my hands. I should not be touching you at all for this exam. I might accidentally, so it's just a bit of a precaution. This particular sanitizer smells like eucalyptus and mint. It's a favorite. Now, my hands do get a little dry. Do you mind if I pop on some hand lotion? Okay. Is there anything you're particularly sensitive to? This is champagne, apple, and honey. Okay. Just going to pop on a little bit here. I'm really at the bottom of the barrel here. There we go. Okay. Now the only thing I need from you, darling, is to just relax. You don't need to do absolutely anything save for enjoy this treatment and just relax, relax, relax. If there is anything that troubles you, if you are discomfortable at all, if there's anything going on at all, please let me know and we can stop, okay? Alright, so let's get started. So I'm just going to come in with a regular old little pen light here, and I'm just going to generally take a look at your eyes, okay? I'm going to start right over here, and I'm just going to shine the light around while I look into your eyes. So just noting anything I might have to look at a little deeper. Just getting a very general sense of your well-being and what's going on inside your body. I do apologize for all of the extra noise. But cities never sleep. Not much we can do there. Okay. Right, I'm gonna make a few preliminary notes, if you will. Let's see, left eye and right eye. I'm just going to note where in the eye I might see things. So going to flip on my otoscope's light, and I'm just going to take a very detailed examination of your eyes. So I'm going to start right over here and just come in very close and look very deeply at the eye. Do you mind if I just mention once more that your eyes are just entrancing? That's the thing about eyes, is they are unique to every individual, whether it be human or not. And eyes are always changing as well. Whether it be the sclera that changes color to indicate disease, or your eyes losing their cloudiness after one might have cataract surgery, and then suddenly you can see the brilliance of them once more. The eyes are always changing. Okay. So we might just continue this little pattern here, is where I take a look at the eye, and if I find a few different things that I need to note, I may just do that every so often. One can't keep every single note on hand all at once. Just like to go back and note everything once in a while. How are you doing so far, by the way? Excellent, excellent, excellent. You're doing perfectly well. I appreciate you just hanging out and letting me search through the depths of your soul, as it may feel. The eyes are the windows to the soul, aren't they? Let's see. Okay, so noting. I think for the most part I have worked adequately on this eye, and I may switch to the other, but I just want to give just a little run through. Yeah, I think that should be about right. So I'm going to start working on the other eye then. And just coming in and sifting through, searching through the patterns and the dots and the lines and all the little bits that make you, you. And just take a little time to note all of these characteristics. Just note a bit of that down. So, the eyes are agreeing on possible concerns in one area, then that doubly makes me want to listen to them and really take that interpretation to heart. At the very end of our treatment here, the very end of my examination, I will take a little snapshot of your irises, and that I can pour over them a bit more later, just to make sure that everything is as it should be. Just double check my work. There's nothing worse than making an easy mistake that I simply could have rectified by just performing my due diligence, and I would much rather be redundant than neglectful. Right, so the eyes are agreeing on a few things here, and I will interpret these, and I'll be able to get those results back to you within about 3 to 5 days. I can either email the results if you would like, or I can send them in the post, whatever you prefer. I can grab your phone number at the end if you would like me to give you a call when I have the results, and that you should expect it shortly. Or even if you would like, I can just tell you the results on the phone when I have them, and then just send you everything. So whatever way you want to go, I will accommodate you in whatever way works for you. Okay? Alright. Let's take another little look-see over here. Alright, maybe just a bit closer here. Closer yet. Oh, the sounds of the city. Sounds of the world wide awake. Okay, I apologize if I'm a bit uncomfortably close, but I just really wish to make sure I'm seeing everything as correctly as possible. I'm going to note a few final things down, and then I'm just going to touch on both of your eyes once more, just a little cursory look, and then we will take that little picture of your eyes. Got my little diagram here that I'm going to also just take little notes, circle the little bits that I was concerned about. Alright. You've done perfectly, by the way. I appreciate it. Just making sure I have everything noted down, the pallor conjunctiva, that I've taken into account the sclera, making sure the pupils are as they're supposed to be, and just overall making sure I didn't miss anything, of which I do not believe I do. So I have all the notes that I need, so I'm going to just take a little picture. This is a not so scientific camera, but the absolute wonders of technology to this day, that I can take a very detailed photo of your eye with just my phone. So I'm going to be just shining the light in your eye so that your pupil constricts. I can see your irises perfectly and make sure it's lit nicely. I'm just going to take a little picture. Okay. And take a little picture. There we go. Let me just make sure that those are well and fine. I think so. Oh, went a little too far. There we are. I think that'll do. Excellent. Well, my darling, I think that about wraps it up for you. So, it looks like I have some of your contact details here. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Email address. Excellent. Okay. Take that down real quick. Okay. And at which email provider? Okay. Excellent. And did you want us to then email those results? Excellent. And I'll need a phone number. Okay, so it is the one listed on file. Excellent. Alright, and any other details? Okay, just the email is fine. Wonderful. And that about wraps it up for us. Is there anything else I can do for you? Any questions I can answer? Okay, excellent. So as I said before, you should expect your results in about 3 to 5 business days, okay? Alright. Thank you so much for coming in to my iridology clinic today. I appreciate you visiting me. I hope that you have a whale of a day, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.